It's not overpowered, but it's for the player, it's themselves, it's pretty heavy hitting because they have two people instead of one person to worrying about, as well as getting all their CS and keeping up to level with everyone else.
I mean, what we saw before tower damage got buffed a few patches ago, what we would see is if you were, like, if Riven was solid top bottom of soloing bot lane, you'd see Sejuani come down and tower dive level 2 or 3. And try to kill that Riven and then push the tower down. So I think they're both trying to avoid that. She's jungling a little bit now, but she's staying fairly close to top lane, just in case. And even with that first blood, Team Yeti Bot is right around 800 gold ahead right now. And they're going to keep trying to push that advantage. Sejuani running down into the enemy jungle.
Picking up the wolves is a very good idea, and denying Cho'Gath as much jungle as possible while he's sitting in Riven's lane is the best possible idea she can go for, because she doesn't have to worry about being contested.
I mean, I don't think Cho'Gath plans on leaving bot jungle, bot lane for a long minute. Sejuani's going down. It looks like they're gonna they're pressuring lanes right now. Lionsgate found a little bit of comfort in just pushing lanes whenever their lane opponents are gone. And that's what they're doing right now. Sedge is mid. They're not gonna take the tower, but they're gonna put a lot of damage on it. And that's what they're going for, is to get those towers low, so when they do, if they decide to snowball, if they do get a lead, pick up on a mistake, they can capitalize on it even more. And that's what we saw in game 4, was them capitalizing on mistakes and just pushing the advantage.
Looking to go top for a potential gank. We'll see if she can get anything out.
And it is warded, and it just looks like Sedge is going up top to hit 6 real quick. And Riven is off by herself, doing the best she can to clear creeps and take as little damage as possible. Riven is 6, Cho'Gath is 6. That is very dangerous for Boomty. The Rupture does land. I don't think they can make anything out of it, though.
Riven is at a little less than half than health and needs to back for items in order to do anything as of right now. Picking up 2 Dorans and some pots and a ward, just to be safe.
And Rumble and Sejuani is sitting in that top tri-bush, trying to make something happen.
Diana coming in, casting her... I forget that...
Luna Rush, I believe is what it's called.
Darn it, I never played her.
Luna Rush and Crescent Sweep. Crescent Strike.
Okay.
Crescent Sweep is
because that was the one that had the issues with the bushes and stuff.
And Riven does ult and burns it. And Sona, you wasted exhaust, so it was a fair trade. Riven didn't burn summoners. Exhaust is down for the next time. Riven's ult is up. Exhaust is 189-second cooldown.
But
Riven's ultimate
still is up. So we gotta be cautious for that. And they're applying so much damage to the towers, there's so much pressure there. She's gonna have to either do something now or just back off the tower itself.
And it looks like she's gonna have to back off. She's too low, and I think they'll be able to push this tower.
If MF wanted to, she can totally pick her up with an ult right now. But doesn't. We got a team fight.
And Rumble silenced himself before he ulted. And I don't think he's going to be able to ult now. He's going to be forced to burn flash.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Lissandra and Rumble both getting low, but nobody goes down in that team fight. Riven finds MF recalling. and decides to back off knowing that Sona's still there. Riven's CS is 41, whereas Rumble's is 24, so even though Riven lost that tower early, she's still ahead of Rumble in CS, and that's kind of what they want, is they want to keep Rumble real low and keep him as weak as possible for as long as possible, because they know that his Rumble is devastating. And Sej coming back top again to try to look for something. Can't find it. Vayne and Janna both out of mana. They're gonna recall with that lane pushed. Now would be a really good time for Riven and Vayne to swap back to their lanes.
Yeah, so they can at least apply pressure back to the bot lane and make the lanes even again.
And looks like Riven's found MF and cannot finish the kill. Meanwhile, Sona's in the dragon pit, counter-pinking wards. Gold lead is 1100 right now in favor of Team Yeti Bot. And Riven actually broken winged in the wrong direction and forced Cho'Gath to flash for that kill. But it looks like they're gonna put pressure on this bot tower, and I don't think anybody on Lionsgate is in a position to respond here. Riven's looking pretty low. Sejuani be getting gritty here. No, she decides to back off. Riven's cooldowns were up, and Riven's very deceptive. When she's low life like that, she doesn't have a shield, she has a stun, and she has a knockup that can stop you from doing damage to her. So you gotta be very careful when you're engaging Riven at low health. And it looks like Lissandra's gonna get picked up by Diana in the mid lane there. Diana is a very
pretty heavy there.
Yeah, Diana's a pretty bursty champion.
4-0.
And that gold lead did go up by about 2k. Diana's a very bursty champion, whereas Lissandra's very CC oriented.
She's CC oriented and needs the team fights in order to be successful, so she's more of a late game in my opinion.
Yeah, and MF does
Vayne getting the stun off.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And I don't know if there goes the MF ult, and they do pick up the dragon, but they're gonna give up. How many kills are they gonna give up for it? And Riven's turning that around on MF. And Rumble's gonna go down as well. And Sona does burn flash to get out, and 2 flashes follow. And she doesn't make it. Lissandra's there, but she can't. With Vayne there with red buff, she can't do much. Even though Diana less than 10% health. And this whole series has been back and forth on both teams. And Team Yeti Bots came back after that last loss and said, hey, we're still in this. And we're still gonna fight like hell. So they're now sitting almost 5,000 gold ahead right now. And they're gonna try to keep it. We do have an uncontested blue buff on either side, actually. Both blue buff timers are relatively close together. We have Blade of the Rune King on Vayne 13 minutes into the game with a red buff on top of that to MF's BF sword, and that's it. And she face checks a bush with a Riven in it. And Riven takes
heavy.
down MF without an ultimate. Just completely obliterates her. And that's one of the things is Riven has been smashing on MF. And in her defense, she's tied in CS with Vayne. So MF does have 3 deaths, but she's tied in CS, whereas Vayne, we got a team fight going on. And Vayne's just sitting on the backline, not being touched at all. And Riven from the back runs up and ults and then leaves. So it was a bad engagement on Team Yeti Bot's part. They tried to tower dive. It looked like they couldn't commit. Couldn't decide if they wanted to commit. And Riven's still on the backline trying to pick people off. She managed to pick 2 people up, but gives a shutdown to MF, which is going to put her back in the game. All in all, it was a bad engagement by Team Yeti Bot. They were trying to force something that they didn't need to force. And they paid for it. They gave, I think, 2 shutdowns, actually, to Lionsgate. So it's now 4K gold behind instead of 5. We have Vayne just kind of free farmed up top lane. That's a dangerous spot for Lionsgate to just let happen. Is Vayne sitting in top lane, farming away. She's got the safety of that top tower. Sej and Cho'Gath picking up red around the same time, so it looks like all the jungle towers are pretty close together. Both junglers aren't doing a whole lot of countering jungling. They just want to get big for their team. They don't want to risk anything that they don't have to.
Along the lines of the Vayne being able to just sit top and free farm, they do have a really good nice amount of ward coverage that allows them to be anywhere and still be able to see the enemy in a good amount. So I feel like that is in their favor currently.
Yeah, I mean, you have Vayne on 123 CS. She just picked up a pickaxe, so that tumble hit is going to hurt. She's doing true damage every 3rd hit based on health, and she does have the Bleed of the Rune King. So the more health you build, the weaker you're going to get. Sej is pretty healthy right now, getting picked off by Cho'Gath. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do much with it. And I think that's more of a you're never safe kind of rupture. You have Riven by herself. Looks like she's going to get picked off.
Riven, she's getting caught out. She's able to get out so far. Rumble ult going down. Crescendo coming down as well, and solo Renekton was able to pick up the kill.
Yeah, Vayne, they knew Vayne wasn't there. Riven got caught out. And that 5K gold lead they had is now starting to diminish, and it looks like they're going to get that bot tower. We talked about how Lionsgate likes to push down a tower about half health or less. And then when they finally get that advantage, they finally get that mistake that the enemy does, they're able to push it down fast. And that's what we just saw. So that gold lead is ever diminishing. Towers are 2-2.
Kills are still 11 in favor of blue team, but the opponent. I forgot names. I'm tired and on a lack of caffeine today. But we do see them coming back again. They did pull the combination of the ult in with the damage. And so far, they haven't been able, Yeti Bot has not been able to dispute those ults and been able to displace them well. They are, however, currently at Dragon, while mid is being pushed down.
And this is a dangerous spot for Lionheart. Lionsgate. They don't know where they're at. They don't know where Yeti Bot's at. And they're gonna come around from the back and mid lane. And it looks like they're just gonna rotate and run through their jungle. So both teams moving as 5 through the enemy jungle, and very little vision in that area.
We are gonna see a fight go down so far. Actually, we just have some pokes coming in for CC. Lionsgate does appear to be being picked off slowly. Cho'Gath Silence coming in. Rumble's ult going down. Janna Monsoon pushing everyone back.
And Rumble's caught out by himself. He's trying to go for the Cho'Gath. He does pick up Cho'Gath.
He does pick up the Cho'Gath.